Hello everyone, welcome back to another video of DCUO Online. In today's video guys, I'll be explaining all the mechanics for episode 45, Shock to the System, the raid called the Terrorium Raid Elite. So that's the raid I'll be explaining all the mechanics for. So with that being said guys, let's get right into it here. So the first mechanic is where there's going to have a dome. And everybody have to get into the dome, otherwise you're going to get one-shotted. There's going to be an explosion where the two bosses like hold their head and then they're going to do a little explosion. And if you don't go in that dome, you will get one-shotted. Even the tank will get one-shotted. So there's a couple mechanics here. There's one mechanic where Nightmare Static raises his hand. When he does that animation, you don't attack him. If you happen to attack him, you will get one-shotted. It's similar to like the Amazonian deflection. So make sure you guys don't attack him. Also this mechanic here where he gets called, the uppercut the tank there. If the tank don't block that mechanic, the whole group will wipe. Simple as that. So there's a lot of mechanics you guys gotta avoid, on the code 4. The dome is one that's it's like a cycle. So the dome, after he does that mechanic where he attacks and uppercuts the tank, I think the cycle for the dome comes after that. Also, this mechanic here where he throws like balls at people and you get that little blue little circle around you, that little circle. Make sure you don't be close to someone that's next to you because you can't kill them. So if you have the blue looking kind of shield around you, make sure you don't stand next to players, otherwise you could kill the player next to you. Let's see what else. Okay, deflection there, I happen to attack and I die, I guess see there, he did that move. For this boss, you guys have to kill them at the same time. If you don't kill them at the same time, they will rise. So you gotta kill them around the same time. So what's gonna happen is Static is gonna come into the end, you can easily mess up. Static is gonna put a shield so you can attack him, and then it's gonna have a dome. So you gotta go in the dome. And after this phase, and they have a little bit of still life, then this is the best time to take them out. Hit everything, orbitals, everything, supply drops, get all those buffs, supercharge everything, and take them out right here. You gotta wait until they have like a little bit of life. And you gotta wait for that phase there. So that's it for the first boss. Pretty simple. The second boss now, Apocalyptic Nightmare. This boss transforms a lot. First, he's gonna have a couple of mechanics we gotta watch it for, where he skulls and then he jumps in a group sometimes, and then he's gonna have like orbitals. You gotta avoid those, and those little cogs that we grab there, if you don't grab those cogs, there's like 2 cogs, if you don't grab it, the whole group is gonna wipe. So you definitely have to be on point. Everyone got spread out and make sure you guys get those cogs. Then he's gonna grab someone and spin. Make sure you're not close to him because he will one-shot you. After he throws, he's going to drop aggro a little bit. It's going to take a little while for the tank to pull. So you guys make sure and spread out. Because he will one-shot people. He will just run all over the place and drop an aggro. That mechanic there with the orbitals, make sure you guys avoid that too because it will one-shot the orbitals. So after you bring down this boss a little bit, so that's the phase there with the cogs. So bring down this boss a little bit here, and he will transform again to Babyface. Babyface mechanics is pretty simple. All Babyface does is like jump around a lot, so just avoid that because it can't be. Babyface can one-shot you, and also guys avoid those hands there you guys see there, because if you happen to stand in that, it will spawn a lot of ads. Those hands, those purple hands on the floor, do not stand in that, it will spawn a lot of ads. We try not to deal with a lot of ads. But sometimes, you happen to roll out of a move, or orbital, and you happen to go in the pool, and you might spawn one too much, just to, but that's a small thing to do. And here's the cog here. If you don't get that cog, we will wipe, as I said before. The cogs are very important. So it's best to spread out here first. spread out as much as possible. Also, when those cogs pop up, you lose your movement speed, so you move very slow. So it's very hard. You see right now, I use quantum planning to grab that one. Actually, grab somebody else grabbed it. Brad grabbed it. Yeah. So, said before, those pools. Watch out for those pools. So after the baby phase, the baby face phase, I think it's Superwoman, if I'm not mistaken. Superwoman or Power Girl, either one. It's like Power Girl, Superwoman. Yeah, she has a lot of moves you gotta watch out for. She charges people sometimes, and she also does that 360 spin. Doesn't really do that much damage. Like you guys see there, we end up wiping there because we didn't get to grab the cog and the group wipes. That's an example right there. You know, we missed one of the cogs and the group wipe. So that was example that I'll show you guys here. And if you don't get those, be on point with those cogs, those two cogs right there, the group will wipe. You know, that's an unfortunate thing, but you know it happens. So you have to be really spread out. Sometimes you get interrupted while grabbing the cog. You know, if the cog is close to the boss, you could get interrupted. So the last boss here now, we have Grill. Grill throws a two-handed, make sure you're not in line of sight of that. Also, when she is deflecting, let's see, she does it here. She's throwing a two-handed, make sure you're not in line of sight of that. She's throwing at the tank. So you teleport, so you get out to that. Orbitals. Then we have those cogs that we gotta grab, otherwise group wipe. When she's called, she does deflection. If you happen to attack, you get pushed back. As you can see there, somebody attacked. And you also get one-shotted. Similar mechanics to FGSE. So make sure you don't attack her when, especially this phase here, if we happen to be grabbing the cogs and somebody attack her, we're gonna get pushed back. So make sure you guys don't attack when she has a skull and she's blocking. That's the orbitals there. If you feel that could cause a group wipe, you know. Like that there with that little shield over her head, that will make that icon there, that shield you guys just saw there. If you happen to attack that while grabbing the cogs, we're gonna get knocked back, and the person who's attacking that is gonna get one-shotted also. So yeah, you gotta keep an eye out for that because that's a mechanic, you know. Most likely the group will call it out. But yeah, that's a mechanic you gotta avoid because you could wipe, you know, if one player happens to attack her while you're grabbing cogs, you know, it's risky business. She has deflection there again, you see that icon over her head, and I just hit her by mistake. But somehow I didn't die. Yeah, she teleports and get out of that. And she chose the two-handed, as I said before. No, not two-handed, that weapon she has there. That staff over she has there. I mean, you get out in line of sight of that because you get one shot. She most likely she'll be targeting the tank and train, but if you're in line of sight, you could get one shot today. So this fight is nothing too much, you know. Just gotta avoid a lot of mechanics. So a lot of teamwork here, guys. A lot of spreading out. Unfortunately, EOG spam is not going to be a big thing here, you know, because you guys spread a lot. So you can't really spam EOG too much. Yeah, simple missing these cogs there. I see I nearly missed this cog. This ad knocked me down because the ad was here right next to me. We could end up wiping. But unfortunately, I was able to still get it for some reason. So this is the last boss here, DCUO. With this boss, it's gonna have a lot of odds. A lot of odds. Also, when the boss reaches like 0.5% life, when he's at half life, we're gonna have the cog phase again. We have to grab the cog, so you can end up wiping again. So you gotta pay attention to all these mechanics. Also, we have to match our symbols. So you got square there, square, triangle, circle, and I think that one is X. It's supposed to be X. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, but those are the symbols there. And sometimes you don't get a symbol over your head, as like right now, that's a animation glitch. They need to fix that. and I don't know which one to go to, and I got one-shotted. If you do not go to your symbol, your matching symbol, you will get one-shotted. You need to fix that though, because as you can see there, I didn't have any animation with it. In the Paradigm summon, I'm going to summon ads. There's going to be a couple of ads here. There's going to be one ad that heals in here. Let me see if the ad is in the group here. I can't really tell if it's there. I think it's not here yet. So ads going to be constantly spawning. A lot of ads going to be constantly spawning. So use a hybrid loadout. Or some it could be AoE and killing ads. You know, but they constantly spawn though. But it's good to take them out because it's going to get overwhelming for the tank. We gotta grab the cogs here. So before you take half that, you see the cogs are popping up, so we gotta grab it. There's one ad that heals the fixer, the Parademon fixer. That's the one that heals the group of ads and the boss. So you gotta take out the fixer as fast as possible, guys. Make sure you take out that fixer. You know, because it heals the group of ads and stuff. The fixer is the one you gotta focus on. Take it out as fast as possible. Got the cogs here. Unfortunately for this part here, guys, if you have the purple, the contagious stuff, and you happen to be someone is grabbing the cog, do not get next to that person. You can call them to wipe. And for this boss here, you know, actually there's an ad. This ad one shots Nightmare. This Nightmare ad one shots if you don't block it. I wasn't expecting this the first time I tanked and I got one shot, as you see there. So the tank could just CC that ad. You know, because the ad just skulls and charges anyone, and it's a one shot. They didn't expect an ad to one shot you, but it's like a mechanic in Zoo Elite, those man bats. You know, when they charge and you don't block that move, you get one shotted. Similar mechanic. So make sure you block that move, otherwise you will get one shotted. It's a scripted mechanic. If you don't block it, it's a one shot. So you have to block it. As a tank, I get a CC though. See CC right here. Every time he skulls, just CC him because he's gonna charge every time he skulls. Cog pops up here. Let me grab this cog here. Because we have wiping. Risky business though. He could have charged me and knocked me out while I was grabbing that cog. But you know, sometimes you gotta risk it. Get rid of this. He's gonna spawn a couple of times. It's good to take him out, you know. Or the group will just focus on. Right now we're using 2 tanks just for hard control. You don't necessarily could use 1 tank, but it's a little easier with 2 tanks at the moment, you know. When DPS got a little more burn and stuff, like a little more gear and stuff, you gotta have better burn. So I'm trying to hold the Nightmare right now while they burn the boss. They focus on the boss and super focus on the ads. So I'm holding the ads instead of having to kill the ads and stuff. And Rio was able to beat it, so they could run. Well, they could run the DPS and the DPS could switch a tank coming to the last year because it gets very hectic coming to the last year, guys. So the DPS could switch a tank and help out. Alright guys, hope you guys enjoyed that video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe guys. And I'll see you guys next video. You guys take care.